if you are new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are going to watch 21st episode of anime Steins, so let's get to it, let's go. Alright. There was a lot of blood too. So, am I understanding this correctly? That he doesn't want to make this choice? I thought it would be kind of like him deciding between. He was so bent on saving Mayusha, obviously, but as I said in my conclusion after the previous episode, wouldn't this be a choice like either you try to save Mayusha somehow, and or you save Makise Kurisu, basically, right? Did I say it right? Yeah, so it's either one or the other. But here it seemed like he made the decision. Maybe he is still trying to find some other ways. Like he doesn't want to accept that he has to lose both of his friends, so he's hoping to find some other solution. But so far there was only one presented to us, that we have to go back to that world line that we had, so in which Makise dies, and it makes sense if she was dubbed a mother of a time machine. Like even in the world where she dies young, nothing of this happens, and obviously in the world where this D-mail wasn't sent, where this time machine wasn't invented, like none of this happens. Paradox meltdown. But maybe there is an idealistic solution where everything is fine and everyone is alive. So she is interested. She's just shy about it. That's so cute. So now it's 17th, and it was 13th at first. So now he thinks hmm, that it will just be another day. Like if he goes through all of this and sacrifices Kurisu, so to say, Mayusha would still die just a few years later, a few days later. It's funny how in the beginning it felt like an eccentric paranoia, or maybe him just playing around, right? And he was playing around, but then it turned out to be true about the organization. Yeah, so he is looking for this third solution to keep them both alive. Save her, but stay in this world line. What? Okay. Didn't he tell Makise about the stabbing? Because she did talk about this in the previous episode. But it also would be sad to just go back to the very beginning of the anime, so to say, and it's like nothing of this ever happened or did matter. So it would be nice if he had found some third solution and wouldn't be all for nothing. You know what I mean? Oh, that's so sweet. But it's also sad, like she said, he tried to make it a more light-hearted conversation. That would be fun. The car again? My watch isn't working, so this is an attack again. You think leaving her alone would be beneficial? He thinks that if he jumps, that she will survive? That was very sacrificial of him, but it didn't work out. She tried to actually block him from getting hit. Did she feel useless before? That was a very crazy plan he had, but I'm impressed with his selflessness at the moment. But that's also interesting, like about her feelings. She said that she felt he doesn't spend enough time with her lately, he's been distant. So it could also be ironic that while he's trying to save her, he's trying to do something, while she does inevitably die, uh, he doesn't get to spend the time with her, you know? And now that's also the strange thing that she said, like, finally, like, I did something useful, like, she did feel useless before. That's also very sad. Really? Well, nobody's surprised. Like, come on. I think he just reached his breaking point again, where he feels helpless and doesn't know what to do. Press conference. I called it lecture last time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I thought she did realize this already after their conversation in the end of the last episode. Maybe I misunderstood it that time. She was kind of joking about it and thought it's strange how she's like not serious about this. So maybe she actually just didn't take this seriously, but now she realizes that it's all the gravity of it. So here she feels like she couldn't spend time with him. Again, we get a glimpse of kind of her feelings, her uncertainty. Can answer the phone. Like we usually see her um, from the eyes of others, like she's so sweet and happy-go-lucky, but sometimes we get these glimpses of like actually what's happening in her mind, in her heart. That's very interesting. So she feels like she's kind of could be useless or a burden or something like this. This is very unexpected. She remembers this, doesn't she? It's a nightmares. She thinks it's dreams, but it's actually her memories, and it hurts her every time. That's so sad. And it's like Ocarine forces her to relive this every time. Oh, okay, that's a good part. The first time. Is this a good or bad thing? Oh, so cute. That's understandable. That's also understandable, and that she doesn't know why and what's going on. Maybe that's why she feels like a burden. Because she sees that he's sad and understands it's about her. She's so happy to see him. But no, she should realize he heard everything, right? That's sweet. Okay, we have just a little bit left, and then I want to share a few thoughts. Did she just in this world line come to the place where she was told by Ocarine that she was stopped? So she decided to come here and kind of, I don't know what, find some clues, think about something, what could have happened and why. I'm not sure, but okay, we'll see that in the next episode, I assume. As I kind of was trying to deliver this thought throughout watching the episode, how it is ironic, I guess is the best word, that Ocarine, of course, he tries his best, he wants the best, right? He wants to save Mayushi, right? So he's doing everything for that. But at the same time, this becomes a problem for her in her eyes. First of all, she feels, because she sees him that he is sad, that he is distraught, and she understands that it's somehow because of her. She feels like she's useless, she's a burden, and she's kind of causing him some, I don't know, some sadness, some trouble, right? Secondly, she also has this, what she thinks is nightmares. She remembers everything, and every time she dies, she feels this horrible pain, which is also very. It's just like he wants to help her, he wants to save her, but by doing this, he also makes her suffer. And yeah, I don't know, it's just paradoxal, maybe in a way, and very sad, and I just don't know how to feel about this. I think that his intentions are great, they are right, he is trying to save his dear friend, but maybe sometimes he's also not taking her feelings into account. So here in this episode, they are coming to the forefront. She's trying to express how she feels, so he acknowledges that and tries to console her somehow. Okay, I tried to explain it in the best way I can. I'm not sure if I have the right words, but I hope you understood what I was trying to say. And on another topic, like what we were saying in the very beginning, that he is trying to find some other way to kind of keep both of them alive, Mayushi and Makisa Kurisu. So maybe this a little bit in the end, and the fact that he disclosed this information to Kurisu, it will help her somehow do some detective work and work out some solutions. So there are a few ways this could go in the end of the anime. There will be a happy ending, like completely happy ending, where they manage to find the perfect solution where both Mayusha and Carissa, they both survive, the dystopia in the future doesn't happen, rainbows, butterflies, etc. There could be an ending where Makis Kurisu decides like this is how it went, so I'm kind of ready to accept this. This was my fate, and we changed it. It shouldn't have happened. Um, and we kind of go back to that line, and she dies, but other things like dystopia and Mayusha dying do not happen. Or maybe the third option where we have to come to terms with the fact that Mayushi has to die either way, and we kind of have to let her go and stop her suffering, like going through this again and again and again, and just let her rest. And maybe there are also some, I think there are a lot of options how could this end. This could be something very unexpected. It's just we are getting closer and closer to ending, so I'm starting to theorize and speculate on that. But judging from that little bit in the end, I have this idea that maybe we will have some sleuthing, some detective work to find out who killed Carissa, why they did that, and maybe going from there we'll be able to make some decisions and also theories, etc. So this is still a big mystery because we saw her dead in the very beginning and we still don't know who did that. So I talked about this in the previous conclusion and my previous reaction, so I'm not going to repeat all of this. Just very excited to see where this goes. So I think for this episode that would be it. Please share your thoughts without spoilers, of course, in the comments down below. Thank you for watching and see ya!